But don't forget, too, that you can watch us if you would like. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Now, we're all still praying for our friends and families there that got hit by the tornado, specifically in Tylertown, but help has been on the way, and I think that's a good thing. Joining us today is Gary. He's the founder and CEO of Mercy Chefs, and they have been serving up meals since literally, I think, the next day or so after the tornado subsided, and they're going to be there as long as it will take. So welcome, Gary.
Thank you so much for having me on.
So I love whenever we see, just the goodness of people in general, particularly Mississippians ready to give, but then those out of state who are just waiting and ready to go as soon as neighbors in other states or friends and family in other states need their help. So give us a little background about Mercy Chefs. How did this all come about, and you guys being ready to just deploy when needed, even if it's somewhere states away like Mississippi?
Yes, I spent 20 years in the hotel restaurant business in New Orleans, and was living in Virginia when Katrina hit. And I knew that I needed to do something to help, so I went down and cooked with a bunch of other groups. And when I got home, I just thought there was a better way and a call to feed people a better meal than I saw served. I thought you could do high quality and high volume at the same time. And so out of that frustration was how I saw people being fed. Mercy Chefs was born 18 years ago. We've responded to over 300 disasters in the U.S. and to 27 countries around the world, and fed just at 29 million.
You there, Gary?
I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, it bleeped on us. So you were telling us the extraordinary number of meals that you guys had served into the millions. And, and it's one of those things where you got to eat, right? And people don't recognize that what a good hot meal can do for not only morale, but also just for the physical ability to keep going. So what do you see when people get more than just a hot dog and a bag of chips? What does that do for those on the front line after a storm?
I love that look on their face when they open one of those boxes and they see a beautiful, complete meal with home-baked desserts and fresh vegetables, maybe a green salad. Last night was pork loin and mashed potatoes with fresh green beans. We do beautiful, handcrafted, chef-prepared meals. And we always say that something amazing happens over a shared meal. And to get to do it with people that have lost everything gives them that moment of normalcy, that moment that they can contemplate what's going on. It helps create routine and reminds them that they've not been forgotten.
And I think it's just a little boost in morale, too, I think, of what people need when they're down there, boots on the ground, in the trenches, trying to get work done, even if there are volunteers. But it'd be hard to think that maybe you would get the supplies. So how are you able to sort of get that kind of food to places that maybe still have, limited electricity or trees down or roadways and byways not exactly safe and back up and running? So what's y'all's secret?
Just the desire and the passion to be there. Our teams will cut through trees if they need to, or clear a lot so we can get set up. Our team will do anything it takes to get the job done. And that includes, we believe that a great meal starts with great ingredients. So we custom order all of our food from mainline food distributors, and we get our groceries in tractor-trailer trucks. And we love doing beautiful meals, and that takes a little specialty purveyor. So we work with people all over the country to get what we need on site. Our teams are pre-positioned around the country. Although we're based in Virginia still, we have our 4 deployed warehouses up outside of Huntsville, Alabama. We have a kitchen we keep in Florida, kitchen we keep in Oklahoma. And a new one we're delivering down to Louisiana in a couple of weeks. And so we're able to get on site as quickly as we can.
So at what point during the weekend, Gary, did your team start to recognize that maybe Mississippi, specifically Tylertown, was an area you guys needed to deploy to?
All the week before, we had our teams on alert. We actually fueled and loaded our kitchens and our support trucks And then as we saw the tornadoes starting to fall on Friday night and Saturday, our team began moving in. So we were on site Sunday serving dinner. It's important to us to get there quickly. We feed victims, volunteers, and first responders. And those people in law enforcement and search and rescue need to be fed well. And the linemen that have been out down there in the county we're working in and the counties all around us, the linemen have just been heroic in the way they've worked to get power back on.
Amen to that, Gary. So how long do you guys typically stay somewhere? I know you said you'd be there as long as needed, and I know that you don't know what that looks like, but for an average sort of situation, how long do you guys kind of hunker in and stay?
Yeah. Every deployment is different, so it's always hard to put a date time on it. But we look for grocery stores to get open. We look for restaurants to get open. And we're not helping the local community if we're giving away thousands of meals every day for free. We need to get people back to normal. So we'll watch for power to be restored. We'll watch for those other keys to set in. But we will not ever leave until the work is done. This week, we're doing funeral on Sunday for one of the first graders that lost their lives. We don't think that the family should have to worry about food in a time like that. So our team is going to step in and take care of the food for the funeral. So we know we're through that, so we might as well serve on Monday, and we'll make decisions over the next few days. But we will stay as long as we're needed.
You guys are a nonprofit, and people know that groceries aren't cheap, even if you're buying them by the 18-wheeler loads, Gary, which I know helps you guys in terms of food costs. But if someone wants to get involved or volunteer or just support the work that you're doing with Mercy Chefs, how do they go about doing that?
Our Facebook site is very active and has things in real time. Our website, mercychefs.com, will keep you informed on where we are. There are links on mercychefs.com where you can actually volunteer and sign up for a specific shift. And we've had 50 or 60 volunteers a day on site. It's been amazing to see Mississippi come out to their neighbors. And folks that want to support us financially, there are secure links that they can be part of the work that we're doing. They give one day, and we put that into groceries that same day.
I'm curious, what's people's favorite meal? I mean, to give a little smile or laughter, like what are they like, oh, man, that was unexpected and good, or do you get requests like if you're going to do a repeat, do this one?
Yeah. The fresh mashed potatoes with pork loin is a big favorite for us. Our meatloaf is pretty great. We have one of our big 1,200-pound smokers on site, so we're trying to do some smoked products, put a little additional flavor profile out there in front of them. Our chicken pot pie is getting to be pretty famous, too.
Well, Gary, I know you're doing the Lord's work, and people appreciate that you're down there. Hate you had to come, but glad that you were, and that the work that you guys are doing. And, again, just where's that website for people to go if they want to learn more, volunteer, or support Mercy Chefs? It's
just mercychefs.com. And we're so honored to serve the people of Mississippi. I love how Mississippians come out for each other. It's an amazing thing to see.
Well, forgive me if I say I hope this is the last time you come for a really long time.
We understand that.
Well, again, thank you for your time, and kudos to your entire team. We truly do appreciate it.
All righty. Thank you, guys.
There you go. So many good things. You just love when people are ready and able to just get up and go at the call of duty. It looks different in every way. You have first responders for the obvious reasons as firemen and law enforcement and linemen and all the things involved there. But then also you think about the other needs that need to be done, not only from the cooking, but you have the communities that come together for just washing of the clothes and sort of getting folks back to normal. But you know what I appreciated most, Rhino, was he recognized that once our grocery stores and our restaurants are getting back up and going, we need to make sure we support them, because that's getting a community coming back together. And so as those times come and you think about where you may drive to on Sunday for lunch or whatever it may be, as they get back to normal, they truly could use your couple bucks for going and getting a hamburger or a plate lunch or whatever it may be, because they've been down and out for a while, or had some damage that they're going to have repaired. It's going to be a long road, but the good news is folks are out there and helping. So there you go. All right, stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.